Once, in a time without time, in a place without place, there was a king who was loved and respected by his people. All was assumed to be well in his kingdom, until one day he issued an unexpected proclamation, which ran, "One must come to me, neither on foot nor riding, neither clothed or unclothed, and must address me from neither outside nor in. If such a person can be found, our kingdom will be saved. If not, our world will be destroyed." There was a prolonged silence among the people following this unusual edict, until one day a poor firewood collector's daughter said to her father, "Father, I must go to the king, for I believe I have the means to save the kingdom from annihilation and ourselves from poverty." Her father was very much against the idea, but she could not be dissuaded, and soon set off on her journey to the king's palace. When she arrived, she called out as loudly as she could, "Come out, O king, come out, for I have the means to save us all." The king heard the commotion and asked his courtiers what all the fuss was about. "It's just some peasant girl claiming she has the solutions to the complexities of your grace's proclamation," they scoffed. The king ignored them and immediately made his way to the palace gates, where he saw the girl laying across the threshold. The wood collector's daughter addressed him, "Your Highness, as you can see from my position, I am neither indoors nor out. I did not walk or ride here, as I was dragged along the way by a goat, and I am neither clothed or unclothed, as I am wearing a net." "Very well," said the king. "Come and sit with me in my court." Once they were seated, the king spoke. "Know, clever girl, that I am under the power of a terrible demon, that has in its sleep growled that it can only be destroyed by a person who is able to perform the tasks set out in my proclamation. Now it does seem that you are such a person. However, you must also know that there is a second series of questions that must also be answered." "I am here to help as much as I can, your majesty," replied the girl. "Very well," said the king. "The first question is, how many stars are there in the sky?" "That's easy," said the girl. "As many as there are hairs on a demon's head. This can be confirmed by plucking them out one by one as each star is accounted for." "Interesting," said the king. "I shall tell the demon. Now to the second question. How far is it from here to the end of the earth?" "That is also easy," replied the girl. "As far as the return journey from the end of the earth to here." Said the king. "I shall tell it. But now to the third question. How high is the sky?" "Just as high as a demon can kick itself. It is welcome to try if it doesn't believe me." "Very well," said the king. "I will tell the demon your answers as soon as I see him." Soon after, the demon returned from a hunting expedition and said to the king, "Idiot king, have you the answers to the riddles of vulnerability yet?" The king repeated the wood collector's daughter's answers. The demon was enraged and in a fury said, "Those are the right answers, but you will have to pass the final test. This concerns the method of my destruction. My demise may only be brought about by someone who is neither man nor beast, by someone who does it neither by day nor night, by someone who offers me a present that isn't a present, and by no means known to man, and also by someone who is neither fasting or eating at the time." And with that the demon jumped to the top of a huge tree to sleep. The king reported the conversation to the wood collector's daughter. "Nothing simpler," she said. "I shall start very soon." Then, at twilight, neither day nor night, she approached the foot of the tree in which the demon slumbered, and shouted, "Wake up, O demon, for your last moments have arrived. I am a woman, neither man nor beast. It is neither day nor night. Here is my present, which is not a present." And she held out a bird to the demon, which it tried to take, but it flew away, and the monster realized it was indeed a gift that was not a gift. The demon roared, "But you must be neither eating or fasting." "I am doing neither. I am chewing a piece of bark," the maid shouted back. And as she said so, the demon, overcome by its own rage, fell from its high perch all the way to the ground. It was not destroyed by any means known to man, or anything else, other than its own anger, which caused it to fall to the ground, where its tremendous weight smashed it to pieces. And once everyone had stopped shaking from the earth tremor caused by the impact, the king turned to the wood collector's daughter and said, "Tell me one last thing, maiden. What am I thinking now?" "That I am so clever and attractive that you will marry me," replied the girl. And she was right. So they were married, and they ruled the land together for the rest of their long and happy lives.